project is about, so given an image and a region of interest in an image, we want to give it a score as to how likely it is to represent a particular object. So this is the workflow of the entire algorithm. We have the original image and the region of interest, extract some feature, and the usual method, use some classifier and train it. The part where our novel contribution has come in is in the selection of features. So we select good dimensions out of the set of dimensions that we have, and we train the model, train the classifier on those features. So the usual set of features, local binary patterns for texture, histogram of oriented gradients, color contrast, classifiers, k-nearest neighbors, SVMs, a bunch of classifiers that we have tried out. So, and we have confidence, we have coded for confidence measures for each of the classes to, for each of the classifiers. So our dimension selection algorithm works as follows. So it's very similar to AdaBoost. The motivation behind the algorithm was AdaBoost. Instead of selecting classifiers, we try to select features. So we have equally weighted samples initially, take each dimension of the feature, like say if it's LBP plus hog, so you have 265 features, 256 plus 9, right? So out of the 265 features, take each dimension and train a weak classifier on it, and then compute the training error, take the dimension that has the least training error, and then reweight the samples to in a manner similar to AdaBoost. So we have not imposed uniqueness constraint on selecting the dimensions, like say once you select a dimension, you can select it again, because AdaBoost works like that. And we tried without imposing the uniqueness constraint as well, with and without imposing the constraint, and not imposing the constraint gave us good results. So for k iterations in C classes, we have like a one versus all weak classifier. We tried a multiple threshold weak classifier as well, like a decision tree as such, with the number of levels as the number of classes that we have, but that didn't give us good results. So yeah, if we have k iterations and C classes, we get k cross C dimensions, and we take only the unique dimensions out of it. So out of the 265 features that we had, we got 65 unique features that gave us almost as good results as the baseline. So this is the per class accuracy for each of the 10 classes that we have. We tested on a subset of the Pascal VOC dataset, 2007 dataset. So the original accuracy, the original overall accuracy comes about 71.95%, and with the prune decision tree as a weak classifier, the accuracy is around 67%. But when we use a one versus all classifier with decision stumps as the weak classifier, the accuracy is 71.77%. So it's like 0.18% difference, and we can see that. So we can clearly see here that this is, at each iteration we see how many features are selected, and so at the 16th and 17th iteration we have 61 features, which gives us the highest accuracy, and after that it drops, and after that, how many ever iterations we increase, it doesn't select more than 65 features, because these 65 are the best ones that we could get. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, thank you. So if I'm understanding